Hey, what's up everybody? Prospector here with Watcher Realms, and oh my, do we have a controversial weekend coming up here with these summon banners that are showing up. And that's what we're gonna cover today, whether or not you should summon for these heroes. Anyways, without further ado, let's dig in. Alright, so let's take a look at what we're looking at here. So first off, if you are brand new and you've saved some summons up or whatever, you should always try to save your summons up at least and go for the crazy invocation or the crazy divines, just to get yourself a little bit more roster going. You can try to target right out the bat if you want to, but typically within like the first 30 days or so, I try to suggest to new players to hit the crazy invocation and crazy divine summons, just for the extra 2x chance of getting yourself some legendaries on your account. All right, that being said, we're gonna go and we're gonna check out Arlot. Knight Arlot, is he worth the hassle? Should you chase this guy? I'm gonna tell you right now, he's a very, very, very good tank. He does some interesting things when it comes to some damage because he's putting out burns, so you can actually do some pretty cool builds with him. Is he Captain Reeve kind of style? I don't think so. And is he going to replace Codrim? I don't think so personally, but I think he's going to pair well with them. He's in the Occultist faction and the Infernal faction as well. Infernal faction running with Soul Cadence and Twin Fiend or Pyros. He can come in there with quite a bit of extra damage for that if you want to build him as a DPS. And then, you know, these basically, what do you call these guys here? The Hell Breaks Loose here, the Pyro Blitz. They all have different names here. Let's see, Infernal. Twin Fiend is going to be Focus Fire. I think that Pyros is the same as Twin Fiends, but he can definitely help out those massive hits by building him up some damage and still be pretty tanky while he's doing it. But yeah, he's a pretty good hero. I would say he's worth chasing. What I'm gonna say is for early game, it's a pass. For the mid game, it's a pass. Late game and end game, you might be interested in him for some of that end game content. But as you can see on his ultimate up there right now, he does do a fair bit of damage, and the burnings and stuff like that all help you out with like GVG and stuff like that. So that's why I'm saying he's not crazy, but he is an awesome tank. He is an awesome tank. He's an awesome hero. He's very versatile, and it really depends on you. But there is some more banners coming up pretty soon, especially with Sergey and Guan Yu being revealed just recently. And Sergey's an actual beast. Fortunately for you guys, Sergey is actually ancient exclusive. Well, maybe unfortunately, but he is an ancient exclusive hero. So if you want to chase Knight Arlot, you can choose between Knight Arlot and Guan Yu. I wouldn't worry about too much about the collaboration coming up right now. It's kind of early to be worrying about that unless you just really want to go all in on that collab event. But we don't know anything about those heroes that are coming out yet. We just know who it is with. All right, Talon. Talon is amazing. Talon is one of the most unique piercers, and we'll watch her faction as well, but the most unique marksman, I should say, in the game. You can place her on a platform tile and do a load of damage, or you can place her on the ground and basically do more of a tanky style thing. And she also has Dispel for Apocalypse 2. Very useful unit. If you're early to late, I would say early to mid-late game, Talon's worth chasing if you don't have a copy of her. That being said, you don't have to worry too much about the awakenings. They are nice, but it's not something you really have to chase right now. Just try to get yourself a copy if you can. But those are the two really controversial ones here, are going to be Arlot and Talon versus going for Guan Yu or saving for the collab event. And I'm going to say that a Guan Yu is way better than these two. Guan Yu is competing with Neja level AoE damage and executions and all kinds of really cool stuff, and it's a tactician, so it moves around the map. It's a very cool unit, and I would personally say if you don't really just want to chase some kind of meta. We don't even know if that Knight Arlot's going to be much of a meta. It's just a really good unit, but if you're not really interested in that, I would say save and try to get yourself a Guan Yu instead. And pray. It really comes down to you guys, right? The divine summoning is going to be that same banner. As for the epics, nothing too crazy to scoff at except for Ai. If you're really early game, you could try to pull for an Ai. She's pretty cool. She's a very useful hero. A lot of content. Now, on to the special ancient summoning. This is tough because Nastya is amazing. Definitely top 4, top 5 legendary lords in the game. Has a lot of synergy with Abyss 1 and the ESO teams for poison faction or poison damage on Abyss 1 is like the top tier meta team that you want to bring into Abyss 1. And then Apocalypse 2 will pop any bosses, honestly. So basically she's doing a bunch of stuff for Numera to help her out with the acute poisoning. A couple awakenings, this acute poisoning damage goes up. She's putting out poisons, and just overall on her Lord skill here, the damage against targets inflicted with debuffs by 5% per debuff, extra 40% increase for the ESO faction for particularly Numera and Vorn kind of style teams. Obviously Numera is pretty goated. She's pretty awesome. So it's hard for me to say no, but you're all gonna want to chase that Sergei. That Sergei is something else. He's unbelievable. I'm gonna say personally, I would save and not pull on the Nastya banner, even though Sarak is on there as well, and he just received the buff, which you can see here. His talent is a little bit changed. He's now putting out defense reductions, a little bit better increases on his awakenings, like awakening 1, 2, or 1, 3, and 5 are all changed as well. You guys saw that in the last update notice. Is it significant for him? It's pretty significant. Is he gonna come into some kind of meta? I don't think so, but I think he could be a lot more viable. Sargak's a pretty amazing unit as it was, and now he's just a little bit better, is basically what you're running into here. Do you pull for Nastya and Sargak, or do you go for our Sergei? I'm saying hold. I'm saying hold. I understand. Maybe if you're on Abyss 1, you could change your mind a little bit, and I would totally understand. Or you just need Nastya. Maybe you have a Numera A3 and a Vorn A0 and no Nastya. This could make a world difference for you in Abyss 1, so you may choose to go for that instead. But Sergei is also amazing in Abyss 1. He does the same job Kagiri does. He's doing more damage than a Sumukong. He's just a little harder to get, to be honest with you. Granted, you can pull him at any time, but still he's coming out of ancient summons and he's not guaranteed. He's gonna be totally RNG, and you're not even, if you even have 200, you're not guaranteed. In the other case, you have a much better chance of pulling Nastya if you want to chase her. Anyways, guys, I think that's all I have for today's video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you check out prospector.gg if you need to know how to build any of these heroes. Also, don't forget to join the Discord. Lots of conversation going in there. You can catch up some different opinions from people, and leave a comment down in the comment section down below as well. I usually answer you guys' questions within like the first 24 hours the best I can. After that, they kind of fall off into the abyss with the other thousands of comments. But anyways, guys, I've been the Prospector. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep digging.